On May 26, 1828, a teenage boy appeared out of nowhere, in the town square of Nuremberg, Germany. He could barely speak, barely walk, and carried nothing but a mysterious letter. Who was he? Why had he been locked away in darkness for most of his life? And more importantly, why did some believe he was a prince? This is the unbelievable story of Kaspar Hauser, a boy who sparked conspiracies, fascinated Europe, and died under the shadow of mystery. When the townspeople found him, he barely understood their words. He repeated one phrase, "I want to be a cavalryman like my father." And he clutched a letter supposedly written by someone who had raised him in captivity. The letter claimed Kaspar had never left a dark room in his life, never seen the sun, never spoken to another human. As he learned to speak, Kaspar described his prison, a tiny room, no windows, no light. He remembered waking, eating bread and water, and falling back asleep. No voices, no books, no names. He only saw his caretaker once, a shadowy man who fed him, played with toy horses in front of him, then disappeared. Europe was captivated. Newspapers printed daily updates. Was he a feral child? An experiment? Or, as some believed, the lost heir to the House of Baden? But not everyone trusted him. Some accused him of being a fraud, claiming his story changed too often. Was he a victim, or a clever manipulator? In 1829, he was found with a head wound. He claimed an unknown man had attacked him. Then, again in 1830, another mysterious injury. By now, many of his protectors had lost trust. Was Kaspar harming himself for attention? Or was someone trying to silence him? On December 14, 1833, Kaspar Hauser left his home, saying he was going to meet a stranger in the city gardens. He returned hours later, staggering, his shirt soaked in blood. A deep stab wound pierced his chest. Barely able to speak, he whispered that a man had lured him with the promise of secret information about his past, and then stabbed him. Doctors tried to save him, but the wound was fatal. 4 days later, on December 17, Kaspar Hauser died at the age of 21. The world was shocked. Had the mysterious man finally come to silence him? After his death, investigators found something strange in Kaspar's coat. A folded note, written in mirror writing. When held up to a mirror, it read, "Hauser will be able to tell you very precisely where I come from and who I am. In order to take him away from where he is, I decided to kill him myself." The handwriting didn't match Kaspar's. Some believed it was a final clue, a confession from his killer. Others thought it was planted, or worse, written by Kaspar himself. Was this a murder, a suicide, or a masterful trick by a boy who lived his whole life in shadows? In the 2000s, scientists analyzed his DNA, comparing it to the House of Baden. The results? Inconclusive. To this day, no one knows for sure who Kaspar Hauser really was. A prince? A prisoner? Or the ultimate imposter? Nearly 200 years later, Kaspar Hauser continues to haunt the imagination. His story touches on themes of identity, isolation, trauma and deception. He may be gone, but his mystery lives on. In the end, we may never know the truth, But sometimes, a question can be more powerful than an answer.